What's up, what's up, what's up, guys? How is everybody doing today? Let me get a few things set up real quick. Make sure everything's working all right. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yep, that's the one. So to make sure that that was on. So I'm running a little bit behind here. Kind of sucks. But issue is I found out this past week that I have carpal tunnel. And I thought that I didn't even take this whole giveaway into consideration once I found out the news, figured that all out. And I thought today, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to write all the names down beforehand and do all that. But my hand basically has seized up. And I'm trying to get the rest of these names written down. I've basically got all the ones of everybody that got the extra entries and stuff in. And now I've got the video pulled up, and I'm still actually going through the names and writing everybody down. There's quite a bit. I think there's over 200 entries, so bear with me. We're not going to give it away right away. It's going to take me a little bit. So if you want to go and make you some popcorn, I've got to write all these down. There's the extra ones. I got to write all these down, and then it's probably going to take me an hour to get them all written down and cut out before we do the giveaway. Let's see everybody that's on today. Got some people excited. I wish I had more to give away than just one. It would be a lot more fun, but that's all right. They were supposed to send me 2 pair, one for fun size and then 2 for the giveaway, and they only ended up sending me 1 for the giveaway. So it is what it is. All that means is the next giveaway will be sooner, most likely. Seeing everybody that's on. We've got quite a bit of people on right now, huh? That's pretty good. Loud and clear, good. Oh, one says loud and clear, the other one says volume is super low. Doesn't look like anybody else is having too much trouble hearing. So the way that they treat carpal tunnel is I'll have to go in and slice open here. There's a tendon that goes across here. It creates a little bit of a tunnel that everything in your wrist goes through that little tunnel. What happens is the more you use your wrists, it builds up scar tissue on the inside of here till eventually that opening closes around all of your tendons and everything. And what happens is you end up getting, I think, what is it called, atrophy. And what the reason I found out is because I went and started. Well, I woke up last Sunday prior to the giveaway, and the morning of, well, not the giveaway. Did I say giveaway? Last Sunday, on the morning of that Sunday, I woke up and my whole hand was swollen up, and I could barely move it. And I went to work this past week, and every time that I used it, it was swelling up on me, and I couldn't even get my wedding ring. I'm not even wearing my ring because it swells up so much. It's just my left hand. It's my more dominant hand. My right hand is basically useless. Yeah, so it's constantly swelling up and seizing up, and then I'll get to where, like, you can see that. I'm not doing that. It's anytime I try to like grip or something, you know what I mean, tightly, my hand just shakes. So yeah, the spinning wheel would be a lot easier. The problem is nobody we do the extra ones on top of the spinning, like I do the extra entries and stuff. Almost on every giveaway, we do like some live version or something to give people an extra chance to enter. And then I can't just go to the comments and add that in. Like I don't know how I could add those extra ones in. So it's just easier this way. Plus, it keeps everything above board. You guys can see it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go through these while you guys are on here. I'll say some names out loud just so you guys can hear it. And if anybody hears a double, let me know because I haven't been able to look back through these for about a week now. Have you tried sleeping with braces at night? I've never. I have a brace for my hand right now, but no, I can't sleep with anything tight. I just can't. Like I can't sleep with the teeth in either because it just I for some odd reason when I'm trying to sleep I just feel everything. Anything keeps me awake. Yeah, all I can do is I mean right now I can't. Hold on one second. I'm getting a phone call. Hello.
Hey, can you activate my card?
What card?
My Cash App card?
How do I do that?
Uh,
Don't you activate it? There should be a little thing across the front that gives you like a phone, or you can go online and do it.
Here, I'll try.
I'm live right now, buddy,
My bad.
so I can't really do that.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, let me know what happens.
Alright, bye, love
All
you.
right, bye, love you. That's my son. You got him a Cash App card, and I've been kind of sending him money for it. He's used it once. I don't know why. He could just use his phone for it, but that's what he used the last one for. So I'm gonna go through here and basically just say names, and if anybody hears a double, let me know while I'm writing it. Tight wrap is what will help. Yeah, I've got a. But the problem with me too is look how thick my thumb is. My thumbs are super thick, and every brace that I've gotten, uh, the thumb hole is like so small. I've had to cut it out around it, and it basically chokes my thumb the entire time. So I only wear them when I'm doing some actual work. You know what I mean? And I do a lot of work with my hands, plus play guitar and all that different stuff. So I'm gonna start going through these. If you guys hear any doubles, let me know. Um, First one that I've got to write down. I wish you guys all had small names. Like some of these, what takes a long time is everybody's like weird names or long names. Like this one here is Stephanie Johns 7241. Like it's pretty long. I mean, I get mine is too, Bryson Michael RC. But next one being written down is Susan Duncan. The reason I say that is there's a lot of people who have gone in here and have literally like there's a pinned comment, and that's what I'm going through first is all the pinned comments where I say current giveaway opportunity. And they'll go under that in the comments and leave the giveaway medium. But then they'll go in the regular comments and put a giveaway meeting um, do a giveaway medium comment. And what happens then is that's against the rules. That's a double comment. I think next, and that's another thing with the wheel that um, I don't know how to get that added into it. So I think next time I am going to do the wheel, and if you leave it under the pinned comment, or if you do anything extra or anything like that, you're just going to be disqualified because there's a lot of these that I've kind of been nice and been like, okay, we'll go ahead and add that because it's not too much. But I did say to leave it only, and the reason why I've been doing that is because I've been trying to work up to the wheel. You know what I mean? I want to do something easier that makes it a whole lot easier on me. And so you can go in there and you can put comments that say XYZ. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to do every comment. If you do every comment, then there's some people that get on here just as like Minnie in this one just says, "Hey Bryson, she's got a pair." You know what I mean? There's certain people who will leave a comment no matter what, and I don't want them to be. Well, I guess you could just respin on something like that. I got David Gooch here, who's a constant on here, which he's a member. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 5. Didn't I say that was 5? Members are 5. I should be typing them out. My plan was to my plan was to go to work, open up my Excel, and just type them all out, and then print that sheet off and just cut them out. I think that would have been a whole lot more, a lot easier. But I've been so busy at work. See, here's one here. Gwen Horton. It's you're disqualified. It's 2 in a row. Gwen Horton giveaway medium, giveaway medium, and they're literally he did that immediately, and it's all on the same comments thread. So you put giveaway medium like you were supposed to, but you put 2 of them, and I mean I've been saying that. Another one, whatever man, put one, two, three, four, 5 comments. Please enter me, dude, large or medium, giveaway medium, my dude. Sorry, I put more than giveaway medium, and then whatever man, giveaway medium. Like you, if you leave a comment and you know you've went outside of the rules, you can go through and delete that comment. Like you have the ability to go in and delete comments that you put on there. So sorry. I mean, we make rules for a reason, and if you don't, then people will try to take advantage of it. Like, well, they'll get on here every single day and leave a comment just to try to sneak it in there. It happens. I don't know how many of these I've deleted. Um, by the way, all of it's closed right now, so nobody can go back and re-enter. So young J4YYs, and then Lil Raspberry Nursery. So got those 2. Next one is Velvet Lace 77. Another one too here. Said giveaway medium and then put a whole long comment directly after that, and that's what I asked not to do. Slow Ride Co. He's a member, so that one is 5 as well. One, two, three, 4. Hope I'm not missing anything here. Sent GGEZ for 20 joules. What's the joules thing? I kind of want to know that. I when you go into your revenue thing on here, it shows joules, and I don't know if there's like a certain way to convert that into. It says something about being able to convert them into money, but I don't know anything about the joules. Everybody's got ability to send gifts and stuff. So. Wait, I'm seeing fun sizes said something about probably too late now. If Bryson sees this, he will correct it. What is? Did I? I'm trying to go up through. It's already passed. I guess I don't see it. But I appreciate that. I appreciate the gift. It's clutch. Yeah, it's closed right now. Ray's 3865 asks how he can enter. You can't enter anymore for this one, but there will be more. Uh, Rosa Leapers put giveaway medium. This isn't the one to put that in. Plus, it's closed. It keeps telling you that you have jewels to give as a gift. Yeah, I don't know what they're for. I don't know what they do. It's pretty cool though. It pops up as a huge gift thing on here. Anyways, I gotta get back to writing these. Okay, so Slow Ride Co gets 5 because he is a member. And then Liberty Azaraga 3945. It's another long one. Melissa Nelson 1975. I'll tell you what, it's not a good idea to put that as your username if that's your full name and your birthday year. That's a really good way to get scammed. Really good way. Shepherd's Voice, I'm going to write her down, but I think she ended up buying a pair. And they didn't work out for her very well. If I remember right, I think it was her. I get a lot of messages, guys. Positive, negative, whatever you think. And so it's hard for me to remember everybody, but I think it was her that said that she had a hard time with it. Something didn't work. Stephanie Carter. Yeah, your first and last name and your birthday is like a way to get your ID pretty much anywhere. Uh, it's not good to have an internet name as your first and last name, and I know a lot of them suggest that. Candace Hamblin 2278. Catherine with a K. That's G. Catherine Gippy. Gipel. 4508. Did I miss the giveaway? How do I enter? Maria. See, that's the way to do it. She put a single one by herself, but she left other comments. Maria Fuyava. K5S. Oh, where did that go? There we go. Yeah, I see. Southern Gal said she sent a message. I seen your message. I can't remember off the top of my head what you said right now, but but I'll ask you before we get this started. Crazy Corey said he bought the nail dentures. Probably meant to say now dentures 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean some people have trouble with it, and some people they don't work for. We've been over a lot of that stuff, and you can see that that's all in uppercase. What tends to happen, and I had one last week get on and basically in all caps put on like every single video that I had his story, and it's like we've said, when somebody has a bad experience with something, they want everybody to know about it. But if somebody has a good experience, they don't usually go and like say it. That's why a lot of these reviews are just terrible, because I mean people that have a bad experience, the first thing they want to do is go and say something and try to keep other people from doing it too. And we've had so many good experiences with it. There's reasons why people don't have success with it, and a lot of people that don't have patience, or um, there's certain things wrong with bone loss and stuff like that. But most people have really good success with them. I would say most, because I get more good comments than anything else. I wouldn't think that would be the last one of those. Yeah, see, he's going and writing his whole story now. So yeah, and some people easy denture works better for than now dentures, and we've talked about that too. It just kind of depends on how your setup is and stuff, and that's what I've tried to get across with the comparisons and stuff. It just depends on how your mouth is shaped and stuff like that. So, Kathy Charge Cat became a member. I appreciate that. Welcome. Yeah, Slow Ride got 5. Oh, there goes my dog being nuts. Hey, hey. Okay, let me get back to these, or else I'm gonna be here all night. I keep trying to go back and read these, but 6 Ricky W 246, and then Trouble. Trouble Man, Casey. 5529. And then Marco dash M7F7F. And then I'm TNT 101. I've already got all of yours down. So, and reverse 321, I already got all of yours down. Those are on the multiple ones because you guys were here. So then there's Rodney, Barry, 13335. I'm gonna go ahead and allow this one. It does say a little more, but she's just trying to clarify. She wants to enter for her husband, Nana Gator. Let's see. And then Havakora. 1ILL dash. Dude, when I show you the winner, because I always show you guys who won. The writing is so terrible, and I mean, it hasn't been good. Some of you guys have been here for every giveaway. Some of you guys have won giveaways. There's a couple of them in the comments right now that have won giveaways, and I usually pull it out and I show the camera once the winner is announced, and it's usually bad writing anyways. But it's way worse now. It's way worse today. So now I'm going through the regular comments, which I knew that I had a Stephanie here. Let me see that. There's a See, there's another one. Stephanie Jones 7241 commented in the under thread and commented in the main thread. So that was against the rules. I'm going to allow the 1 and just let that be a warning. I think Stephanie's been in here quite a bit, if I remember right, but just remember that on any future ones. Yeah, being a member gets 5 entries, but not on this one. So that one, once I said it was closed, it was closed. Even if you become a member right now, that doesn't give you the 5 extra entries, because most likely I've already passed your name. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to go back and find it and then give you, because it only gives you 5, so it just makes it a little too hard on me. Let's see, Nikki Miller, R09PJ. You want to start cutting some of these out for me, Jenny? Because I have carpal tunnel and my wrist was hurting. You think you have bossy trouble. Do what?
No, I'm not gonna help you after that.
Rosin Anti
That was mean.
1509. Here, I'll give you these two. Here's that one. And this one. I don't really have much more to go through. A lot of these are regular comments on the main thread. La 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 la. Oh, I got the things here.
You have some where you put them in?
Right here. Yeah, Anthony's 100% spot on. No product is going to work for every single person, but that doesn't mean it won't work for others. And that's the biggest thing is when somebody's been. I feel like when people buy a product and it doesn't work for them, they personally feel like they've been slighted. That's how I feel because I make these videos doing these reviews and stuff and talking to people about it. Like I see the comments that come in, and people get very angry when something doesn't work out for them, and they will go on every video in. Not only that, but they'll go in other people's comments that left a good thing and say no, blah blah blah. Or when people are having two comments together, they get real spiteful with it, and they just want everybody to know that it didn't work for them. And I think that in some cases, in some cases, I will go in and take the comment off, because if somebody's interested in it and they want to try it and at least get the trays, they can always send it back and get their money back. You know what I mean? I don't want that to discourage somebody that it's going to actually help. And I've had a few people actually reach out to me and they said that they seen negative comments on it. They went ahead and went with it, and they're so happy that they did. You know what I mean? I'm one of those, I love transparency and I want more people to talk about it. And if it's like an intelligent, this is why it didn't work for me, and I can like talk back and forth with you and stuff instead of some really big vindictive thing, like, I leave it because I want as much transparency as possible. And we've learned a lot on these live ones, going back and forth on who it works for, who it doesn't work for, and stuff like that. And but some of them, they get really bad and they're like real long in all caps, and I'll just delete them off of there. I just think it's ridiculous. And some people may hate me for doing that. I did get called out on it one time in a comment, saying that they left a comment and they seen that it got deleted and stuff, and they were like super ticked off at me. Said that I was just trying to push Now Denture and trying to make money off of them and all this. It's like Now Denture doesn't pay me anything. Like I make money off these videos, yes, because my channel's monetized, but Now Denture doesn't pay me anything. Teresa asked, why did that mean Slow Ride got 5? It just means that she's a member. She, I don't know. Is Slow Ride boy or girl? I guess I've always just kind of envisioned a female. So any member that entered gets 5 entries. Not now. Like if you become a member right now, that'll be on the next one. But it's just people who've been members for this past however long it took to get to the giveaway. So today, if you became a member today, it wouldn't give you 5 immediately. Crazy Corey, they are way more adjustable, and I do think that they would work for a lot of people. And we've talked about this 100 times over on these lives. Problem with them is the teeth are very matte finish, and they grip weird and they feel weird, and like I hate them. I don't like them at all. Like in my mouth, I had to do a lot of stuff to get the Now Dentures to work right, and once I got them right, man, they were perfect. But I hated the feeling, the texture, everything about it. Hated it with a passion. So I wouldn't personally recommend them to anybody, but I do see how, because they are all made out of heat and mold material, the whole thing, I can see how they would work for some people a whole lot better that need a little bit more adjustment. I really do. Okay, I already did a raw tonight. That's why it's good to be in on these lives because we talk about all this stuff. I talk about past comments. I try to be as open with everybody as I possibly can about it because there was another comment on one of the last shorts that I did where they said, oh, what was it? The way that they worded it. Oh, they said something about the now dentures that you're advertising or the easy dentures that you're advertising, and I was like, I'm not advertising any of these. I'm not trying to push them. I'm not trying to like. I'm not getting paid by the company to go out and sell them, and I don't make a slice off of each one of them that gets sold. Like I did some honest reviews. These things changed my life. They make me way more confident, and I want to let people know about that. I reached out to the company. They're willing to give these for free to give these to me for free to give them away to people. So I'm still not making anything off of it. These are like almost $400 sets that they're sending me just to give to you guys. So they're getting tons out of it. Out of each one of those views and stuff, they're getting more sales and more people coming and buying them and stuff. But I'm not gaining anything personally off of it except for the views. Like that's all I make off of YouTube. So like I told him, I was like, I reviewed the now dentures and the easy dentures, and I reviewed them together, and I think the now dentures are better. But they're just reviews. They're just me trying to give my honest opinion. It's not me trying to push one or the other. If I wanted to push one, I wouldn't. I would take all my easy denture videos down, and I would just push the now dentures. But the very fact that I have a Jesse Dent video, an easy denture video, and a now dentures video should prove to you that I'm not in bed with now dentures and now dentures alone type of thing. You know what I mean? Teresa Zimmerman, yeah, if you became a member before today, yeah. Okay, let's get back to this. Antonio Joe Sanchez. This guy is Joseph Sanchez. Lark. And then 7802. That's a long name. That's a long name to write down. Melody 38. Oh, wait. Wait. Nope, you just put I want these please. That's all you put. So we'll skip past you. Steve Overton. In case you're just now getting in, just like I explained to everybody, and I'm sure that some of them will explain to you if you leave a comment. I'm literally still writing the names down to everybody in the giveaway right now, and as soon as I get them all written down, I will put them in a big bowl, and we will do the giveaway. So just be patient with me. I'm still writing them down. I've got carpal tunnel, and it's just I couldn't get it all done earlier. Um, these are I'm gonna be lucky if I can even read them. Okay, so we just did Steve Overton, Peggy Says, and Deborah Williamson. Is Deborah in the house? And then Diamond 6256. Okay, next one is Virginia Brooks. I usually tell you exactly how many we had, but since she's already cutting them out now, I'm not going to recount them. I know it's a lot. Oops. Don't want that. So that's Fred Brothers. Eight, 4, 2, 5. Yeah, my hand's already going numb. Bear Mang. It's interesting. Bear Mang 1. Marissa. Sorry if I miss your guys' comment while I'm doing this. I kind of assumed this was going to happen. Fiorini. G6I. You can actually go into YouTube as well and just change your name. You can always put something shorter. Change your name to I Want Now Denture for the next giveaway. No, don't do that because that's a lot of words. Okay, so we've got Bearmang 1, Marissa Fiorini, G6I, T Mom WC, and Kevin Venture Philippines. So next is Beth Cox. If you guys want to, you can definitely take a break for a little bit. I probably won't get to actually draw on these for about the next 30 minutes to an hour, so don't have to sit here through the whole thing. Let's see. Sylvia Lee. And Sylvia isn't a member, but she is one of the people who comments a lot on on a lot of videos and the lives. Everybody knows Sylvia Lee. Well, there that one goes too. A grandma in the garden. I think she. Oh no, never mind. That was okay. I got all of hers down. I forgot about that. She was one of them that got the 8 in that one live, when people who bought theirs were ended up giving away their extra ones that they ended up getting, and we ended up piling a whole bunch of them together. Sativa's got a ton of them. So a grandma in the garden had those extra 8. So I've already gotten her all of hers written down. I knew I recognized that name. She's not a regular on the lives. Stephanie 1966. That had to be translated. John King 5759. Brian Christ. If any of you guys ask about that, I know that some of the people that are in here all the time can explain that one. The multi giveaway entries thing. There are plenty. This is the reason why it's good to come and be part of the lives. With every giveaway, and we'll be doing another one of these. I mean, 100% we'll be doing another one. This is, what is this? The 5th, 6th giveaway that we've done. There will be more. Let's see, we got Brian Christ, Brenda Lambert. So if you're here on the lives, every now and then, randomly on the lives, I will offer a day where you can buy extra entries. Also, if you're a member, you get extra entries. There's always ways to get extra entries, but you just have to be involved in the community, because the people who are more involved and here all the time, I want to give you guys a little bit of an extra chance. And so there's a lot of people who have been on here for a long time. Fun size, you'll see her comments like crazy. She was one of the which is suspended at the moment. I'm not doing it at the moment, but what we will do a lot of times is a community giveaway. And I haven't done one as of late because I kind of want to get this built up and give some other people a chance to get in on it. There's been a few new people that have been kind of making a splash and getting to know people fairly well. And I want to make sure that the community giveaway is given to somebody who definitely deserves it. She was one of the winners. She's here all the time. She's been here since day one, and she's one person that will answer all of your questions. So she ended up getting a community giveaway and got hers for free. Howard, you're 100% correct. He said one small act of kindness can truly change someone's life forever. I believe that too. Oh, slow ride, just so you know I'm a guy. Okay. I don't know why every time I've read the name I've thought of a girl. I have no idea why.
What's the name?
Slow Ride Co. I guess that would be a dude. I don't know. That's funny. Let's see. You said, Bryson, which ones were you talking about? What were the ones that you hated? I don't like the easy dentures. I don't like them at all. Because they have a like a matte finish to them, and the feel of them in your mouth. I don't like anything about them. And the teeth are really small. Some people like them. Some people love them. Some people it's the best way to go because of the way that their mouth is shaped. And I'm sure that had these not worked out well for me, I would have just gotten used to them. I would have just wore them and gotten used to them and kept them because they do shape to your mouth really well. If you have like an oddly shaped mouth, sometimes you gotta sacrifice the good looking ones and just get some that are practical. You know what I mean? Okay, let me get back to this. Zombie millionaire, huh? You know, a lot of people on some channels pay a lot of money just to have their channel referenced. I doubt anybody wants theirs referenced on here because everybody knows about denture stigmas and stuff. That's why it's so hard to get people to share the videos because a lot of people are fairly embarrassed about it, and I get it. We've talked about that 100 times over. We're trying to break that stigma a little. So zombie millionaire playing him 121. Jesus says is a member, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7x70. You already got those ones done?
Almost.
Oh, I don't know why. It just sounded quiet over there. I didn't look, but Jesus says 7x707x707x707x7. Okay, so Jesus says got his 5.
Yeah, I'm done.
I already got David Gooch. Did you cut out 5 David Gooches, right?
I didn't read the names and count how many of each.
Oh yeah, I got him on the other one. Right. My bad. My bad. He was one of them that got a lot of them, and I added his membership into that too. Mr. Snapper gets 5. He's a member. It's good to be a member. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have a hard time reading that one. Stardust 6771. What I should have did is set something up with Fun Size so she could at least get on, and while my head is down doing this, she could talk to you guys about how good these are. How are yours coming along? Have you got them about perfect? How's the work on them? I know Minnie said on here a little bit ago that she's still working on hers. I mean, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, especially the bottom one. The bottom one sucks. I'll admit that to anybody, but the bottom one of any of them suck. Even when you get one professionally done by a dentist, um, they're just gonna suck. Just the way that they are. And that's one of the big issues too that a lot of people uh, a lot of people have is like, I've had people leave comments, are these good enough that I don't have to wear adhesive with the bottoms? And it's like, no matter what you get, if nobody's told you ever before, no matter how close you get it, no matter how good it is, you're always going to need adhesive with the bottom one. It's just part of life. If you truly want to eat anything and everything, you have to. I'm not sure when I'll be done writing them down either. Fun size. I don't know. You said that to TT. Um, yeah, Howard, you don't have to be here. Nobody has to be here. Like I'm gonna, whoever wins, it's funner if you're here. I think it's awesome when we make the announcement and the person is actually here. Makes it a whole lot more funner for everybody else. And you know tonight. But what I do when I draw the name is I announce it on here and then I get on their original comment and I tell them that they've won and I give them 24 hours to respond. If nobody responds within that 24 hours, I go back on live tomorrow and do the giveaway again. So you don't have to be here. In fact, there's some people who will be just watching this later, crossing their fingers and watching it later. So if you don't, if you got things to do right now, it's going to be a little bit. Uh, yeah, let's see how far down we are. Oh, we're almost there. Actually, yeah. Carla Strobridge. Nikki. Next time we do the giveaway, this took quite a few weeks to get it to 2,000. I'm gonna tell you guys something that if they feel like they're not making any money out of it, they could stop giving these away, and it could all just stop. The more it's shared and the more entries we actually have on each giveaway, I know some people want to enter a giveaway that doesn't have very many entries because it gives you more of a chance to win, and that makes complete sense. You don't want to tell anybody about it because the more people that enter in, the more somebody can take your spot, and some people think that way. But I'm telling you, the last time that's the reason why we don't have a large in this one right now, because the last time we did the giveaway, we gave away a large and we gave away a medium. The medium had well over 200 entries in it, and the large had 50. And so it came down to, should we do a large or not, because it doesn't seem like anybody was really interested in a large. So we don't have it now. But I'm sure I could get on and tell people, the more you guys view it and the more you guys share it, the more views it gets and the more entries it gets, the more Denture Rescue wants to do more of these. You get what I'm saying? Because then they get a benefit out of it. Like, believe me, a company's not just giving away stuff out of the goodness of their hearts. They want something out of it too. And so that's where we're at with it. So I think this one has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25. So that'd be 50, 100, 200, about 250 so far. If we want to do another large giveaway, which you can tell on this one, there's several people who do want a large really badly, then we need to show it to Denture Rescue. So any of my videos, you guys pick one. You guys can pick one together, because if they can all go to one video and see it, maybe even on this video, this giveaway video, not this live one, but the one that you had to put the entries in, go on that one and just ask, when's the next large giveaway? And if we can get interest of more than 100 people in a large giveaway, then I'm sure that we could bring a large back into it all. TT, I've already got you, and there's yours. Okay, next one is Paulette Monk. Pauletta. What's Montagna? Six. We are almost there. Okay, here's another one. I'm gonna do this one. You seen on that one that it was like 1, 2, 3 different entries, right? Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate it. Mario goalie. Larry Libris. Lisa Ottenweller. That's 8833. Oh, the Libras guys, 8227. Torrey Smith. Five, 6, 1, 9. Faceless Silver Stacker. Susan. Duncan.
You know what we didn't do this weekend?
8, 5, 4, 6. What?
We didn't go get our tacos this weekend.
Oh, we didn't. Mike Kane. The guy who refused all the extra. Oh, I already got Hughes. Hugh Franklin. He was one of them that was here during that whole thing. Got a few extra. You are kidding, right? That's the name. I see some of these names on here and I think, and that would be a cool YouTube name. Like a political YouTube name. You're kidding, right? Faith to see. D. Verman. D. Verman. 2374. Oh, sounds like the dryer's done. James Sabry. James Aubrey. My bad. 1. Alright, Paul Jordan 5892. 5892. Every time I think I'm close, I'm just like, oh, still got a bunch more. Because there for a second, it was like all of them were non-giveaway comments.
We're not close.
O-N-M Devi. Eight, 6, 1. Danger, 8104. JNet335. So I think we're going to have almost 300 entries. So there will definitely be another medium to be given away at a later date. And I'll let you guys know when that is. I'm also thinking about going through and deleting any previous giveaway videos because I still have people trying to enter the first one. In fact, on the very first video I made, I said something about giving away that pair, which I ultimately did. I did give away that pair, but I still have people going on leaving comments saying, if you're going to give that one away, can you give it to me? Okay, so we've got so far the O&M Dev 861, Denture 8104, JNet335, Brittany Bishop, Q4Y, Fufu No, and Carl Scroggins.
This one too.
I'm just about there. It's at the end. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a lot.
Hey, wait. Let me see.
It's a lot closer than the others. So.
Oh no, that's two different ones.
Okay.
Oh, so that's JNet there. That's a double. See, that's why that's. I'm glad you showed me that. $100 jewels. Did we get more jewels? Hell yeah. I don't know. Does it cost you money to do jewels? Oh, you know what? I just read your whole thing and I need to go do that too. Set the chat to all or to live chat. Not top chat, but live chat. There we go. Mike Kane said, is TT in here? I thought she was. I thought I seen TT in here somewhere. Okay, let me finish these. Schwellweiser said, am I entered? Did you go to the main in the giveaway video and write giveaway medium in it? That's how you got entered. I haven't seen you on here so far that I can remember. Not off the top of my head. I don't know. You guys decide. If he's not, if he didn't. Oh, there's another one. LJ. Sorry, I got stuck. My brain about broke for a second. Jennifer Turner, 1000. Kathy Charger Cat. Dustin 1203. If you're keeping track of these with me and trying to find any doubles, just wait till I'm done and call it out. Don't call it out while I'm doing this because I can't read those right now. I can't read all of your guys' comments right now. Samantha Bush, F6M. I'm just trying to remember. Sativa, she's got a bunch of them in. So I've already got all of hers. Jessica Fuentes. Ray Boyer. Five, 6, 7, 7. Lisa North. Y7H. Sherry Thompson. Eight 557 KJ Portman. Candy Scarrow. Cat Tucker. I thought about two next time, just not making a giveaway video, but just doing a full giveaway live where we just get on for like a couple hours and just whoever's on is the ones that are entered into it. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm at yours, Donna. Is Donna still in? I'm at yours. I can't go back and check. Actually, I might be able to. You said something about giving yours to somebody. Let me go here and check the community. I thought I seen something on. Was it on the community or was it just on a? Was it just on a thing? I wish I could just search your name. You get so many comments, it would be hard to find it. Oh, I think it was one on one of the newer. Uh, let's go here. View all. Yeah, using my entries for a woman my daughter takes care of. Okay, we will do that. I'll just keep your name on it, and uh, you get the 5 for that, and then you have a couple extra. That way, if you win, you can just tell them. Okay. No, that's fine. I pulled up your comment. You said using my entries for a woman my daughter takes care of. So I'm gonna keep your name on here. So if you win, you can just we'll send them to you and you can send it to them. So Linda W is she's a member. And I think 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. Didn't you still have some left over too, fun size? I'll tell you what, Donna, the one thing that I will mention, because I've had a lot of people ask me to get these for their loved ones who are older and they've had to do them for them. I'd like to hear back from anybody who's gotten a pair of these for a loved one and had to help them with it. It's a lot easier with yourself because you can feel it. You can feel when it's up in, you can feel when you're doing everything, you can feel when it's getting too far back and everything. Like, I don't know how that would go setting them up for somebody else. Um, I would say most people should just get these for personal use. But if somebody has a skill, I mean, it'd probably be a good deal to set up. I've always kind of thought it would be a good thing to set up a like a company with Denture Rescue where they send you a bunch of them, and you can actually go through and fit them for people. Uh, you probably make a pretty good business doing it if you got good at doing that. because there'd be a lot of people willing to get some. And what you could do is charge an extra $200-300. So instead of buying it for four, you people would buy them for six or even seven. That's still a lot cheaper than anywhere else you would go, and you would fit them in for them, and then you could teach them how to take care of them. Probably get a lot of money. JW077, just saying, and Linda Dunkley. And then Mama J149. Oh, we are almost there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more people to write down. That's it. 10 more people. So I'm going to read the 10 more people off in case anybody's writing these down with me to see if you guys can find a double. It's Tux and Moon, Brittany Bishop, Lee and P651, Junior Wriggle 2296, Lee and P651. Oh, there's. Wait, did I just read that? Just Lee and. Yep, there's a double right there. And then Sean Feather 1741. I told you people will write their name double trying to get two different entries. Martha Boswell 9473, Jeremy Conkle 9403, Teresa Zimmerman D3M, and S Bart Tim 6671. Here. I've got 10 more to write down. So once I get those down, I'll just take these from you and I'll finish the rest of them off.
I'm an old lady. Quit making me
Oh,
get
what
up.
was the last one? Okay. Sorry. P651. One 741. Did they close at 8, Jenny?
Yeah.
What time does the other Mexican place close?
I don't know.
Okay. All that to draw one name, so most of these names are pointless writing. Donna said she saved for 3 months to get hers, just haven't had the time to actually do them. Oh, it's the time of the year you get all your medical tests done. Melissa says to tell your wife, say thanks for helping out. Thank you, Jenny. Everybody say thank you, Jenny. How do I know I got entered with a heart after my name? You got a heart by your name. I'm looking at it right now. You just got entered. It was the very last comment. So you must have been. Oh, no, not the very last one. It's second to last one. Yeah, TT's in the entries. Yep. Mike asked if TT was in the entries. It's JENNI. Everybody's saying they appreciate you, Jenny.
So they don't have to wait as long.
Right? Yeah. I would have been sitting here still cutting stuff out. So we don't have to wait nearly as long since
Started cutting,
yeah. Yeah. Because of her we get to have it a lot sooner.
which is why I don't mind going above and beyond.
Fine what? Yeah, you spin my YouTube checks anyways, so you might as well do a little bit of work. All right. Is that all of those? Sweet. I got these ones left. So I'll cut a few of them.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we get somebody here.
You did last time, didn't you?
I think we've only had one giveaway where the person was here during the giveaway. No. The first giveaway we did, one of the people was here and one of them wasn't. So we've had two different giveaways where the person was here. The one person didn't say anything until she won. And then I was like, well, I haven't seen her name here at all, so maybe she's not here. I'll just get a hold of both of these people, and they'll have 24 hours to respond, and blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, nope, I'm here. They both close at 8? All right, we got all of the entries here. Trying to mix them up. Crazy Fun Size says, no need to keep trying to sell the easy dentures. Bryson has already told people those exist too. So, yeah, we've talked about them. I've got them featured in several videos. Start your own YouTube channel and start promoting the easy denture if you want to. There's already a couple people doing that. So all right, so I have all of them here. I'll count them afterwards. I'll let you guys know on the next one how many entries exactly we have, but it's almost 300. Has to be. Which it's not 300 people, because when we were giving away the extra ones the other day, a lot of people got entered multiple times. So let's come in here. I'm trying to just, oh, should I do this all up on the up and up? Trying to mix them up because I don't want all the last people that were entered in to be at the top and all the people at the beginning be entered at the bottom. So let's give these a nice little mix. Mix them up wholly and completely. I'm gonna see if I can get them all in my hands. Like, that's not all of them. It's a few of them. Okay. Oh, a couple of them came out. Sorry. Gotta have everybody in. I should have probably gotten a bigger bowl. Do we have a bigger bowl than this? Yeah, let's get a bigger bowl. We're gonna get a bigger bowl because I keep trying to mix them up and I want to dig out of the middle. That's usually how I do these. TT said drum roll and we're still not to it yet. Sorry. We'll get there. Right, good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody out there. Much bigger bowl. There. Much, much bigger bowl. Let's go ahead and pan down. All right, here we go. Gonna mix them all up. This is the one giveaway for today. And I'm gonna just pull one out. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get one to be left in my hand. Okay. Here we go. That's weird. The person who won is Zombie Millionaire. I don't think I've ever seen them in anything, so you can read that. I'm going to let them know. 24 hours. So, there you go. The winner of today's name is Zombie Millionaire 6397. That's wild. You know that we had a person in here with 30 entries. Almost 30 entries. And this person had one. That's what I'm telling you guys. You guys can come get the extra entries, but one can still win it. So, I'm going to let them know 24 hours. If I recognize the name, then I can be like, oh, I know they're, you know what I mean? But I've never seen that person before, so we will see what happens with that. Congrats, Zombie Millionaire. Congratulations. And everybody else, stay tuned. Seriously. And the next time that we do the giveaway, the giveaway rules video, make sure you get on there. Make sure you share it and get as many people into it as you possibly can. Because here's the deal. The more people that are interested, the more entries that we get. Next time I'm gonna do it right. So next time I think what I'm gonna do is what I wanted to do this time is I'm gonna put them all in Excel, and I'm gonna go down. And the good thing about Excel is if you're re-entering a name, it'll highlight and it'll pop up automatically. So that'll be a whole lot easier on me. And then I'm gonna take those Excel and we'll put it on a little wheel. It'll make it a whole lot easier. So now I can eat all the brains. Yep, if Zombie doesn't respond in 24 hours, I will redraw. So I haven't seen him in this today. I'm guessing that's a guy. Sorry, Slow Ride. And then if he doesn't get back to me by 7:20 p.m. tomorrow, then I will be getting back on at around 8 o'clock. So expect to see me around 8 if that's the case. I will also put out a short letting you guys know if Zombie Millionaire responds. So let me go to here. I'm going to go ahead and leave this in. Let me find my video again. Closed back out of it. Content. Full video. And then make sure that you go in here and you can leave congratulations or anything like that. I'm going to put it in the pinned comments. Actually, I won't put anything into the pinned comments yet until it's been accepted and we know exactly who it's going to. So, and then it'll be closed out. And I got an email from Denture Rescue 2 days ago, and I'm going to send it back telling them who won, how the giveaway went, and then ask for a medium and large on the next one, because I know that we have several people who want the large ones. Why does it do this? Okay, here we go. Why did it do that? Yeah, it's 24 hours from whenever I leave a comment. So I'm trying to get this on here. There we go.
Walmart Express delivery.
Wasn't he one of the last people? I'm gonna look through this. Let's see. Sorry guys, I know that you guys are leaving a lot of comments and stuff, and I usually sit here and try to read them as I go. But I'm trying to look for them real quick. Zombie. How many of you guys out there like the song Zombie by the oh, it's some fruit. What is that band's name, Jenny? Zombie, zombie. It's some fruit.
Cranberries.
Cranberries, that's right. Some fruit. That always just baffles me that we had 2 giveaways now, 2 of them, that a person with 1 entry won. The last time the person with the single entry didn't, he still to this day hasn't responded back. Still hasn't. So we ended up going the next day, and then Anthony, a guy who had the most, ended up winning that one. There we go. Email sent. Not email, but comment. Sent to Zombie Millionaire. Zombie? I hope he's not a millionaire. He can afford these on his own. Right? Looks like he likes to watch clay videos, building videos, concrete pumping, houses, and painting. So he must be like a hands-on guy. Okay, sent. So by, we'll just say 7:30. If he doesn't answer back by 7:30, then we will redraw tomorrow. Okay. Cranberries, that's slower I named it. What are you talking about, repo and teeth? I think of that song too, Sativa, when I hear anytime somebody says zombie, I think of that. It does. It shows everybody has a chance. You know what I was thinking the other day? Like Donna said, my birthday is July 30th, and I will have steak. Like that's a good one to have. I was eating that steak, and I made that steak video, and I was thinking to myself while I was eating it, it's like I know how to make a steak, and this thing is tender. So if you know how to make a steak, and the steak is tender, like you really don't need the best chompers in the world in order to eat them. I think the best representation was the apple. I think an apple is absolutely the hardest thing to eat. Uh, Probably corn on the cob, but I even when I had teeth, I didn't like corn on the cob. I always take a cob and I take a knife and cut off all the corn cobs and I eat it that way. Uh, but I think you can eat a steak fairly well if you know how to make it. That and like we do a roast every now and then that is just when you can't hardly pick it up because it almost just melts apart. Thing is awesome. You could suck that down without any teeth. You could probably eat my steaks without teeth, honestly. All right, I'm gonna have to go through this probably like tomorrow or something and read through your guys' comments and stuff just so I can see what everybody was saying the entire time because all I could see is out the corner of my eyes it just kept going. It looked like we had some new people on today, so that was good. We had some new people on. You guys got to see what I've talked about 100 times, where people that it doesn't work for will just leave. They'll go anywhere and everywhere because they feel like they're personally slighted, and they will go anywhere and everywhere and try to talk you out of it because they hate it so much, and it sucks. It is what it is. The negative comments always overpower the positive comments, and it is what it is. Let me show you guys something else that I think is really cool. Check this out. I made this the other day because I posted that video about the Jesse dent, and I made a mold of my mouth in that. So I've got this. I'm going to be making a video on this really soon. But check this out. So if you see this and this, that is a perfect representation of actual gums. So it's made out of silicone. So it actually has the texture and feel of actual gums. So now I can actually show how the now dentures fit up into my gums and how the roof of my mouth is from the backside, how high that is, and then the bottoms. I always talk about certain parts of my gums, like you can see how I've talked about there's like little tiny spots where like the bone sticks up a little bit or something, like exactly how my bottom. Isn't that gnarly? And here's a wild. This is an awesome representation here. So you can see here, this is the back side of my gum, and you can see how it has like it has kind of a ledge that it has. That actually isn't a ledge. It's actually when they took my teeth were so high up that the gums that wrapped around and went in between my teeth actually fell over once they took my teeth out. So that is literally, I can get in my mouth and I can move that around. It's just like folded over skin. But it actually helps. You can see on the inside of here. Is it that one? I'm trying to find the right one. No, it's that side. Yeah, you can see on the inside of there how it folds in and it creates like a little ridge that helps that hang on. So people that have like no bone left, that it's almost flat, I feel for you, because I have a ton of extra, because of that little ridge right there. I have a ton of extra help that holds on. It goes all the way around to the front. See that? Where that shadow is from the side all the way around to the front. This side doesn't have it at all. It's just on that side. Isn't that wild? So like I eat better on this side of my mouth than I do on this side of my mouth, because this side has a lot better for it to hold on to. So now when I'm making, and this is going to be perfect for if I'm making any of those cheaper dentures, because I'm going to buy a few other ones of those, and I'm going to make it right into my existing gums with the gum material. Because one thing that I explained in that video is it's hard to do, because when you make your mold, it's made out of ceramic, so that's hard as a rock. It has no movement or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, when you take it off you can tell it doesn't fit very well, and then you have to do a little bit of extra work and stuff to it. With this, it actually moves and you can tighten it up and around it. So I should be able to make without even ever putting them in my mouth, I should be able to make the perfect dentures the perfect fitting dentures with just these. What I want to do now is I'm going to get some resin, and I'm going to create kind of the upper structure, like the mouth structure, so that I can get it to open. So you can actually see like a representation of when the teeth come off, where my gums are at here, because this is like how it is. So I can't even, when I have my teeth out, I can't go gum to gum. So it's actually about that far apart. And when I start to shut my mouth, it comes to about, see where the back is? See how that comes up in the back? That's where like the bone is. It goes flat and then the both of them go up. So like the back kind of touches down and then the front doesn't touch because there's that much space in between. Isn't that wild? The other cool thing is it kind of shows the overbite that I initially had just by the gums. Let's see if I can show that. Yeah. How the bottom is under. I love this. This is like my favorite thing that I've made. It's so weird to me, but it's really cool. I've definitely sang a few times. Slow Ride said you can probably carry a tone. Yeah. What is gum sharpnel? I don't know what gum sharpnel is. Let's see. Yeah, I was on those little spur areas. That's where I start to feel. It's not like actual toothaches or anything, but it's because it's not nearly as bad. It's like a 2% of a toothache, but you still get those feelings every now and then when you wear your dentures for a long time and you eat a lot during the day, and it starts getting kind of wore out on that area, and your bite for you're constantly biting on that spot. Like it'll feel like a little tiny like almost ghost toothache. I have a video, Sheila Weiser, Shelly Weiser. I have a video where I measure them, the medium and the large. So just go through my videos and you can find that. They're, it's a, so looking at them from here, they don't look like much of a difference, but once you actually measure them, and your mouth, like a hair, feels like a log inside of your mouth. So everything feels bigger in your mouth. So the smallest little difference seems like a huge difference in your mouth. So there's really not much difference between the mediums and larges, but there is. They are a different size, and the teeth are different size. See, Donna said, I'm finding with lower that the gum on the lower is right up to the acrylic. Almost a half a tooth too much. I guess I'm not understanding what you're saying by that. I have so much left behind. I got 10 pieces out in 2 weeks. Oh, okay. So you got like pieces of bone shard and stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to read people's stuff. Yeah, the relief when it finally does work out is, yep. Yeah, like I think it's impossible to ever get my fronts to touch just because of how they're shaped. The backs touch and there's still just a gap. It's a weird shaped mouth. And that I think that's where people struggle with these too because these are so like symmetrically flat that the best way to do it is to go on the inside and like since my upper part goes upwards and the lower part hangs down a little bit, I've got to build up the gum plastic and the heat mold material more in the front so I can have a little bit of a padding in the front and then thinner to the acrylic in the back. That way it kind of goes from setting in my gums like, well, let me get a, from setting in my gums kind of like this to setting in there flat. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that I had to learn with these Because when I first got them in, and you can see in that build video when I make them, when I first put these in my mouth and close it, it was like this. I had like this much of a gap. So I had to go up and build up the front so that that came down, and then I built up the front here a little bit so that came like that, and then it evened it out. But when I first did these, that was like a huge thing for me trying to get that right. I wish you could just heat these up, stick it in, like heat both of them up, stick them both in your mouth, and bite down. Like, I wish it was that easy. But if you do that, it's not going to be nearly as comfortable as if you take the time to build it up in the right places. Not only that, but your bite force is going to be off. It's going to be way off. So it's better to just do one at a time and get the right spots built up in the right areas, and then eat with them for a few days and see where your bite force is kind of off, and then build those spots back up. Like I've said it to a million people, and that's the main people that get frustrated and ticked off and want to spread a lot of is they buy it. In fact, I had one guy even say he ordered them, tried to get them to work, worked all day on them, throw them in the garbage. So apparently he spent one day trying to get them to work. They didn't work after one day, and you just throw them out. Like, I spent my an entire week on these the first time I did it, an entire week, and then I still didn't have them perfect. I still went through for a couple weeks, a day here, a day there, and would go in and make minor adjustments until I got them perfect. And once I got them perfect, it was just like, hell yeah. I haven't adjusted. Not these ones. These are the ones that I did on camera on that last make video. But these ones I've been wearing. This is the first pair Denture Rescue gave me for free. I've got this pair here. That was the first pair I bought. And then I showed how to redo the reliner on it. These are the first pair that Denture Rescue ever got me. And they've been perfect for a long time. That I haven't even wanted to switch over to these ones. Even though they're newer. Like, I don't have to. These are just staying. I'm using them as kind of like a training kit. To kind of look at stuff when people say, hey, I've got this issue or that issue. You know, I can kind of go on here and get a good view of what it's like. And not only that, but just teaching myself about how it all works. I've been using that. But they've been perfect, man. Like, I haven't had any reason to mess with them because I took the time and I had the patience to really just go in there and focus on throughout the week. Once I got them damn near perfect after the first week, once I got them almost perfect, I spent a lot of time really focusing on when I'm eating, like, where does it hit here? Where does it hit there? Where does it do this or that? And then just after a while going in there and adjusting that little spot. And then, because you don't have to heat up the entire thing in order to adjust things. Like, what I show people is you get a little tiny, like, cup, like one of your measuring cups. You get boiling hot water and you take that measuring cup out, and say you want to fix this little back part here. You just turn it over and you just pour it on there and keep pouring it on there until that one little spot becomes malleable, and you just adjust that one little spot instead of the entire thing. I've noticed when you try to adjust the entire thing, it'll throw it off like crazy. It'll throw you off too. When you look at lower denture from the side, you have the gum, then a molar. How long have you been without? Great, thank you. I don't know if you guys are talking to me or just each other. 7:41. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot longer than one day. Fun size is right on that. How have yours? I know I asked you earlier, but I actually didn't see your response. How are yours coming along? See, if you don't have patience, it's just never gonna work. You just got to be willing to put in the work. But you're gonna if you're willing to put in the work and the time and effort, like, they will work for you. I believe that 100%. Donna, I'm kind of like that. She said by the time I finish with mine, I want to not even feel like I'm wearing dentures. I've been wearing them for so long that I feel weird when I don't have them in. Like, I feel like something's missing. So I don't feel it throughout the day. They're so thin because they give you a lot. Like you can see just how thin. Let me get this one out. See, look at how it stays together. Because the gums expand. You know what I mean? Anyways, you can see how thin that is. I've gotten it super thin. In the spots that I can get it thin. In the spots that touch like the roof of your mouth and the insides of your gums and stuff, like I get those parts real thin because I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel it in my mouth. So I worked at that, getting it as thin as I can. These ones aren't even the right representation because these here I haven't messed with since the day I made that video. And I did all that within like 45 minutes. And I haven't done any extra work to these. So this one is going to be a lot thinner than this one is. Once I actually start wearing these, they're going to be a lot thinner. But the ones that I have in my mouth, which I can't take out right now because I still have adhesive in, they're a lot thinner than this. You don't have to have them that thick. Font size says, I'm just about to the point. For the most part, it feels like I'm not wearing them. That's awesome. Brian says, Sagittarius with no patience sounds familiar. Well, they stay the way you lasted. Oh yeah, I mean these things are, once that heat mold stops being pliable, it's as hard as any other plastic. Like it stays that way until you decide to go back and do anything else. Unless I have noticed that, see, I like to thin mine out like crazy. And the only issue that I've had with that is I'll come in here to the front part and I'll try to get as much of that acrylic showing. Like this one doesn't show it because I still haven't done any adjustments to it. So you can see that heat mold goes almost right up to the teeth. So what I did with mine that I have is I worked all that back as much as I could so that real smooth acrylic shows through. And you can feel it on your tongue, the acrylic. It feels better. Because after a few months of eating, that will start getting a little rough. The heat mold part will start getting rough, but the acrylic won't. It'll stay smooth. So I worked that back and thinned that out as much as I could. The only issue that I found with that is after like 3 or 4 months, because you have so much stuff going through the front, you're biting down and it's constantly getting wear and tear on that area. It'll start to get a little bit rough and you'll have to just smooth out and adjust that little area, or else that sometimes, because it's so thin, it'll start creating like a little lip that you can run your fingers over and you can feel like a little lip there. And the best thing to do is, because that'll bug you, you just go in and heat up that front little part and then you just smooth that all back down until it's perfectly smooth. That's the only issue that I usually have with these, is after about 3 months of like eating all the time and eating hot food and eating this and that little spot right up there where you bite down into everything starts to get a little rough. I'm glad yours are doing great, Fun Size. I'm glad that all worked out. I'm glad you have a pair now. Right, Anthony? He said he feels naked without him. That's I know exactly what you mean. Just click on my Shelly says, how about finding the sizing video? You just click onto my YouTube page and go through my videos. You'll find it. It's there. It's one of the last ones. I think it's like only 2 or 3 videos back. never seen them in the lives. Yeah. Oh, Mike's donating to the next community draw. I'll kind of see how I want to do that. For now, the whole community one's a little suspended at the time because number one, I just hate asking for money, and I know it's for a good cause, but I've been really well. When we did the last one, I was so roughshod because I was so busy with work and all sorts of other stuff that I ended up getting them to her way too late, and we ran into a bunch of problems and this and that, and it was just kind of like, I don't know. By the time I sent them out, I was just like, man, this I'm just not good at this. So, for the time being, I was like, I'm not gonna promise anybody any right now, and we'll get back to it. I've still got. I should have enough right now to actually get somebody a pair, um, at the moment. But for right now, it's we're not gonna do that for right now. Believe me, I want to, but there's other things. The other part too is like I usually have you guys pay for half and I pay for the other half, which has been fine for me. Um, and I've loved it. I think we've done what, 3 communities, and so that's about $900 that I've given out altogether. And no, $600 altogether. And we're fixing to try to buy a new house and some other things. And so I can't promise that I can spend my money on you know what I mean? It's kind of a raw deal for me. But I might go back to it and it may take longer, but what we might do is just have a community giveaway where everybody can just donate for the whole thing, and then I'll just throw some in myself. Like I'll donate a large chunk. Yeah, Shelly, that's what I try to tell people all the time. Like, come to the lives. You'll meet everybody in the lives, and they'll answer more questions than I will. We've got enough people now that have them. You know, especially with Anthony. He's had his for a while. He's even tried 2 different pairs. Um, and Fun Size, she's known more about these since before she got them. Uh, Minnie, she's been working on hers. Just all these people that were in here. This is what I feel good about. This is my favorite part, is the fact that we have, and then Donna, you have a pair. You're going to be working on yours at some time. A lot of you have been in here since day one and have been in these lives since day one. And I remember talking to you guys multiple times. I remember when none of you guys had any. And now to see so many people on my channel that have some, and hopefully they're as life changing for you as they are for me. And some of you even got them for free. So to me, I feel like this channel, in that sense, I feel like this channel has made a difference, at least a small difference. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to do. Be the change you want to see in the world. If one person pays it forward, then the other person pays it forward, then the other person pays it forward, and eventually everybody's starting to pay it forward, and everybody's helping each other. So hopefully some of this has been
Carter,
oh,
pitch out.
sorry, my phone just, I turned it on and it was on Facebook. Teresa, I mean, you can. you can be skeptical if you want, and enough people can be skeptical. We've given away enough of these. Um, there's no reason to be. People have gotten them pairs. There's 2 people in here right now. The last large giveaway was won by Anthony. And Mike's not asking for money. And I'm not asking for money. I was just trying to explain the community thing, because we used to do what we were doing for a while is a community giveaway, where it's called a community. Well, I call it the community giveaway because I give everybody else an option to just donate a small portion of money to help a future person out. So like what typically happens is somebody that's in here all the time on all the lives, helping people out, talking to people, sharing experiences and stuff like that. I see that from this side, and everybody else sees that. And like in Fun Size's case, she was here all the time, always helping people. She would answer questions before I even did. So it was just kind of like, it all started from a father that I really felt compassionate about, and we just saved up the money. Everybody helped donate, and we got him a pair. And then after that, it was just like, you know what? I want to do this again and again, you know. And Fun Size is just one of those people that she deserved it. She's done so much work for this channel, and we got her a pair. Anthony's won one of the actual giveaways, the giveaways, and the last one, and got his extra pair, which he had already bought a pair. They just didn't fit, and now he's got a nice fitting pair. So you've got proof. Yeah, Southern Guy was a winner. Wait, was Southern Gal a winner? Because nobody hasn't gotten theirs yet that has won, that I know of. You said Fun Size got a pair from donations. Southern Girl was a winner but hasn't gotten hers yet. What are we talking about? Am I missing something? Because every pair has been mailed out and people have received them that have won. And if, hold on, that's kind of making me wonder. Sorry. I mean, just keep coming back. That's all I can say. If you want to be a part of this community, um, you know what I mean. Just keep coming back, talking to people. You'll see. That's all I can. You know what I mean. I don't hire any of these people. Oh, okay. She got them and just had. I was gonna say, is she telling people she hasn't gotten them? Because I did send them to both of you guys, and I did have tracking on them. I was about to go look for her tracking thing and see, like, if she hadn't said anything to me. She asked me about day 3, during shipping, how long it took for them to get there, and I thought she had told me that she had received them, but as far as I knew, nobody told me she hadn't received them. Okay. Sorry. The way that you worded that, I was like, no, I'm pretty sure she got him. She was just in here today, too, wasn't she? I think I saw her a little while ago. Pauletta, that's a good idea. Said, guy named Tim is just got his extractions. He's going to wait before he does them before they heal. It's a good idea. Let them get flattened out a little bit. Don't be as vain as me and do the bottoms right after extraction. The bottom. Answer me this. Uh, Anybody else out there think the bottom is far more sensitive than the top? I know that you have a nerve that goes right through here, and they can go in there and they can take a needle and hit that nerve, and they can basically numb your whole mouth. Um, when I was doing my bottoms, I did it right after extraction because I'm vain and I couldn't be seen without teeth, and I had to work like 2 days later. So I went ahead and just did mine, and I just dealt with the pain. But even to this day, my bottoms are far more sensitive. Donna said we are good people. Yes, you are. You guys are all good people. Oh, there's Southern Gal. There she is. Oh, watching on TV, so she has to. It takes her a little bit to comment. I bet it feels weird when your name just randomly comes up in the middle of a conversation. You're like, oh, that's me. Well, guys, it's 8 o'clock. I know I got on here a couple minutes late. We gotta go get something to eat and everything. Then I gotta start getting ready for bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Anybody have any questions you need? Anything you need answered before I get out of here? Um, Anything that I can answer for you real quick? Sativa, that is literally my big thing right there, and it's so hard to tell the difference between the two. You know what I mean? You're like I'm making these videos to do reviews on them and try to give people enough information to make a decision for themselves. But people like to watch the video and immediately think that I'm promoting these, which in a sense it seems like I am, or I'm pushing people into these, or I'm trying to sell them. And there's a huge difference between trying to sell people stuff and just trying to give you enough information to decide on which ones you want to get. I got 3 different pairs of DIY dentures featured on my YouTube. And maybe you can't afford the Easy Denture Now dentures, but you're crafty enough and you can do the Jesse dents. Do it. You can eat with them, and if you're good enough, you could probably get them to look pretty good. Or even the denture ways. These are just the best for me. I like the Now dentures because they're the best for me. They're what works the best for me. They're what I love, and they're life changing for me. And that's all I can tell people. The Easy dentures and stuff, the Jesse dents, the denture ways, all those are options too, and they might work for you better than the Now dentures. They might. Depends on who you are, how much patience you are, and how crafty you are. I just want to help people and give them a chance. There's too many people. When I first made that first video, which has like almost 400,000 views on it now, one of the main deals is so many comments from people saying that they've been without teeth for 5 to 20 years. I couldn't imagine going an entire year without. I couldn't. And I didn't have to, and I'm glad I didn't have to. As bad as that, and I know some of you guys on here that have went without for a long time, because I remember listening to your guys' stories before you guys got into getting Now dentures and stuff. So many of you that had been without for so long and had been not able to eat for so long. This is new technology that's out, and it's a great day to be alive that we have so many options besides going to the dentist. They've strong-armed everybody into these dentures that are $7,000, $8,000 to $20,000 because nobody else does it until now. And now you can get all this stuff on your own, and you can at least have something to stay healthy, be able to eat, be able to do stuff. As long as you can get your teeth pulled. Well, with the Jesse dent and the denture way, you can make partials. That's the good thing about those ones. You can make partials all day long. You can have all your teeth back. So some people have 2 teeth or 3 teeth left. You can keep those and just make partials. You know, those are the best ones for partials. You still have to be patient and crafty, but there's options. You have cheaper, much cheaper options that are available to you. I just want to make people aware of that. Try to help somebody out. Try to give them the best one, you know. Southern Guy said she made her first ones. Did you use one of those kits from Amazon? Linda, I don't think I seen your email, but I'll check my stuff and see what. Like I said, I don't typically that the email that's attached to this is usually like a product email, and it's stuff for YouTube. And anybody that I get that's either, so many people's emails go straight to like promotions or the junk pile. But then there's a lot of them that I look past just because I get people can get on and they try to spam me with the emails and stuff all the time. And a lot of times, if it's just a regular name, I just go through and delete them. Um, so I'll go through and see if it's in there. I just haven't seen it. I try to steer people clear of asking me stuff through email and stuff. And like when we do a giveaway, I have them email my email and I look for that email. You know what I mean? So if you don't hear a response from me or anything, um, email me back tomorrow and just like let me know around the time that you do, and then I can look for it. I can't show how to make partials because I don't have any teeth at all, so I can't show how to make partials. And I don't have the mold of my mouth anymore that had my teeth in it. I don't know where it went, or else I could, but I don't know where it went. All right. Well, I need to get off of here. I need to get going. So everybody, y'all have a wonderful night. Have a fun rest of your weekend. And I'm not gonna see you guys before the 4th of July. So make sure you guys have some fun. Go go blast some fireworks and have a good 250th year. 250th 4th of July or birthday or whatever. Brian says on the carpal tunnel thing, uh, forget about the thumb thing. Just use. Oh yeah, I thought about just going and getting some wrap. It's kind of the only option that I have because the thumb part of my brace is so tiny, and I cut it even bigger, and it's just my thumbs are just too fat. I appreciate that though. Anthony said, I thought I was doing pretty well without him, but I didn't know what I was missing. Now that you got him, now that you got good working teeth, it's so much better, isn't it? All right. Y'all have a great 4th of July.